Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome back to the Might and Magic 6 Completionist run. We're now on part 7, and this might be a bit of a longer video because what we're gonna do here right now is we're gonna wrap up some stuff in Castle Ironfist, and then we're gonna go back to New Sarpegal and hopefully do the entire
Thank you.
um, abandoned temple, including the
Greetings and
quests, and hopefully clear
salutations.
it.
Thank you.
What I did right now is I bought memberships in two of the guilds that we're gonna have to go to. Those guilds are right there. Before I go to those, I'm gonna go to this place, see what he's got. Nothing too interesting. Let's just see. Yeah, nothing too great. Let's just sell some stuff to him. And I know we're getting uh, ripped off heavily, but money is the key right now. I'm gonna keep this fly scroll. I will even sell him this hat.
Thanks. Come again.
And we're gonna go to the Spirit Guild. And we're gonna buy two important spells, which is Heroism and I was hoping to get Remove Curse, but I guess we will have to come back at a later time. That's okay. Let's give Heroism to you.
Okay.
Let's also, while we're here, go to the Body Guild. And let's see what you have. Cure Wounds. That's gonna be good. That's a higher level healing spell. And let's also just quickly... Do you have anything... Okay stuff, but nothing that I'm gonna buy. Let's just sell you some stuff. Okay. And with that done, there's one last thing I want to quickly do before we go back to New Sarpegal and do the temple, the abandoned temple. Is I want to go down here, and I think we're low enough. I do want to loop around the coast a little bit because there's going to be a crate in here that I want to open. It's, I believe, here? Right here, okay.
Got it.
And we get some gold, and I swear, I mean, I know games are not sentient, but the fact that there are 3 clubs inside, and you know how I feel about clubs, so that is, I mean, I made a commitment to myself that every time I saw a club, I would throw it on the ground, and this is no exception. I'm gonna take all of these out of this crate and throw it on the ground. I will take the cutlass. I'm not even gonna bother identifying it. And it's Sunday right now, which means the stables will only be taking us to the arena, which I'm not ready to do just yet. So what I'll do is I'll buy some food, so we have a lot, and we can rest. I will also rest for one night at the inn. Now, let's just go... Yep, we are on our way back to New Sarpegal, and that is great. And now that we're back here, since this guy's right here, and since this is an important thing to do, I'm gonna
How are you?
train Roderick to become an expert in spirit magic. Now that is important, because this means whenever he casts Bless, it affects the entire party. The same applies to the Heroism spell, although Heroism isn't that relevant to us right now, because I think it only boosts your melee attack damage. But let's just take a look at what Bless does for us. By default, our shooting it ranges from +6 to +8. When I cast Bless, that has gone up considerably. So it's really good. We're gonna go back to the abandoned temple, and we are in it for the long haul. I will not end this video until we're done, no matter how long it takes. But hopefully it shouldn't take too long. So let's just do this. Now, what I did last time, and this was a mistake I made, was I came in, I opened this door, and then I attempted to fight the enemies by retreating back here. The problem was that I ran out of space very quickly. Now, if this was a different kind of game, for example, if this was Morrowind, you know, the Elder Scrolls game, for example, I would have been able to continue outside and carry on kiting the enemies, because that's an open world game, but this is not an open world game. So if you go back to the entrance, it's essentially a wall. So what I should have done was I should have utilized this long passageway, and I can already see some enemies. We should have cleared this out and then used this as our place to retreat into in order to get more space. I'm just gonna make sure the whole thing is clear. Okay, one thing that annoys me is when our projectiles are sent into obstacles, which frequently happens in this game, and it never fails to frustrate me. Just gonna poke my head into this large area just to feel confident. Okay, so we do have all this space to work with. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to those initial rooms, and I'm gonna start to clear them of enemies. But first I'm gonna cast Wizard Eye again, and I'm gonna cast Torchlight again. I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Okay. 1 down, 2 down. Okay. That's good. Just gonna keep on saving because I don't want my characters to get poisoned, because we didn't actually buy the cure poison spell, and I don't want to use my potions. And like, in the sense that I don't want to have to mix my health and mana potions into cure poison potions just because of some unlucky attacks from these creatures here. And they are so fast. That's one of the things that was hurting us a lot. The fact that not only did we not have a lot of room to maneuver, but these snakes were almost as fast as us when we were running back, meaning we were barely able to gain any distance on them by running back. But as you can see, you do slowly gain distance. Problem is that because this corridor bends, and you see it happen right there, you will frequently be blocked from shooting. So a better approach than what I was initially doing when we first came, but still not foolproof. And I'm trying to look at the mini-map to get a sense of whether we have a straight shot or not to guide me. And our Bless ran out, our Bless spell, but that's okay. I think we won't really need it too much. Okay. This is, by the way, gonna be the most annoying part. There's this, and then there are a couple rooms with spiders in them. But that's because it's in such tight quarters, and we're gonna have to do stuff like this to be able to shoot at the enemies rather than having to fight them in melee. But once we're past this, the rest of this area is pretty open, so we won't have to worry too much about this. Now, hopefully this room is empty. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the game again, and I will be save scumming heavily to make sure that my characters do not get poisoned from these spiders. Sorry? So fast. Okay, yeah, see, we are so bad when it comes to melee. It is just the worst. But as soon as we get some range, we are the best. It's... And I really should be saving every single enemy we kill, because, Oh, yep. Yep, I'm loading. I'm not accepting a poisoning. Okay. Let's get it together. Wow, you missed every shot. That's great. Okay, but Roderick with his massive two-handed spear damage saved us. I'm gonna be saving again. Ooh. Okay, I'm okay with taking hits as long as we're not getting poisoned, and of course this spider didn't follow us out. That's okay. Okay, we cleared this room, and what do we get for it? We get absolute garbage. Okay. Now, one more room. And we put down a spider. This guy went from this room to the other room. That is hilarious. Okay. Let's see. We ran out of our wizard eye spell. That's okay. I'm just gonna save again. Okay, this is annoying because they're now on both sides and both doors are open. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, yeah, that was predictably a horrible idea. I'm just gonna see if I can hit them by kind of glitching. Yep, I'm gonna abuse the game a little bit. Okay, this is not cooperating with us. The game is not being... Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, let's get it together. Okay, that's one down. Okay, I swear to God, if you poison me, I'm just gonna save the game just in case. Okay, good. Phew, that was way worse than it had to be. And okay, before I venture deeper into this place, I'm gonna go back here because I think I might have left some loot. Yeah, I noticed this stuff when I was watching the replay of my earlier video that I didn't loot these. And I'm not even bothering to loot them. I mean, I probably should because sometimes you get, a ring or something. But most of the time, yeah, see, this time we found a spell scroll, a garbage spell scroll. But sometimes you find, I guess we found an herb. So I'll clear all of these on the way back. But you will get very little for it. But it is still good practice to try and get as much as you possibly can. Now, what was the upshot of all that? Well, now we're in this area, and I'm just gonna... I already see some bats coming my way. Let's see... Oh, okay, yeah, so Wizard Eye lasts for a while. One of them is a vampire bat. Oh, and we didn't focus it down because I thought it was the closest, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna get some distance. And you can see on the mini-map, we are only barely faster than it. And this is... Okay. 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 We are just fine. We're in good shape. I do want to be a bit efficient with how I use my Wizard Eye spell because Alexis doesn't have that much in the way of mana. Okay, now we've got a whole bunch of bats. But we are taking them down quite handily, and you might see some odd graphics effects in the background there. That is because there's... This is one of the only chests in the game that works this way, in that I'm pretty sure it has... it's trapped the way chests normally are, but it also has this scripted trap that triggers every few seconds. So we're just gonna wait for this cycle of it to end, and we're gonna run in.
Got it.
I think we're gonna be cutting it a bit close in terms of getting away from it quickly enough, but this is good. We're gonna give this to Serena. More garbage. I'm just gonna run. Oh yeah, okay, we managed to dodge in the nick of time. Okay. With that done, let's save again. Let's whip this onto Serena, and now finally we are slightly less useless when it comes to melee. It's time to cast Wizard Eye again. I see some bats. I'm just gonna manually target them because I don't want any of my arrows going into the wall. Okay, goes down. We are feeling good. Let's just look at the map. Oh my god. I'm trying to look to the... I guess because this map is so sprawling, we can't see the whole thing in one go. Okay. See how easy it is when we actually have proper distance and we're able to use our ranged weapons. Although I say that now, they've gotten pretty close to us. But see how much easier this was than what we were doing earlier on.
Got another.
Took down a giant spider and a bat. And I may not loot all of these corpses. I'm sorry, it's just... Whoa. I didn't even see him. See, this is why Torchlight is actually useful. Even though we're right now casting it... Oh my god, a whole bunch of snakes. A whole bunch of snakes. But we should be fine. Put him down. King Cobra goes down. Okay. 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 Okay, I think this guy is gonna come... Or is he gonna get stuck? He's gonna get stuck. Is he running away from us? Is that what's happening? Or is he just having trouble finding his way to us? Oh, he's having trouble finding his way to us. Okay. That's fine. Let's save our game again. We're gonna go here. Now here is where we find Angela. She thinks she's lost, and she wants to go home. Okay, and now she's accompanying us. Angela, if you remember, is the daughter of Violet Dawson, and we got a quest to rescue her from this place. And that's one of our 2 quest objectives done. Whoa! That's The indoor physics are a bit wonky when it comes to going up these sloped areas. But fortunately, you can't take falling damage when you're indoors, so that's good. Now, I can't remember what the trap situation is inside here, so I'm just gonna do this. I do think some of these have traps. Oh, and because she's technically, as a follower, she takes a small portion of our gold, but that's okay. She can have a bit of extra gold to help her mother. Okay, we just find some things. I'm just gonna save before each of these. This cage had nothing. This cage had... I think these might be the ones which are trapped. More garbage. Oh, that was actually kind of good. That's kind of good too.
Very nice.
Yep, that's gonna sell for a decent amount. These aren't gonna be enchanted, I can already tell you. That is Wand of Arrows? I think that means magic arrow, which means this is actually a useless wand. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna save again, because... Yeah, see, a trap triggered somewhere, but because we weren't right in front of it, I think we didn't take damage. So I'm just gonna do this here, and... Yep. Again. Well, actually, Cure Paralysis is good to hold on to until we actually learn that spell ourselves. Remove Fear, on the other hand, not so much, because you can cure fear by just having a nap, essentially. If you rest, then you will no longer be afraid. But Paralysis, you do have to specifically cure that one. Oh, we are making good progress. I'm happy about this. Let's just cast Wizard Eye again. Let's do this. And because we are cowards, let's carry on saving. And because I don't have Expert Air Magic, it doesn't tell me where items are on the ground, so I might miss a few, but that's okay. As long as we clear this place, and if you remember when I was talking about the objectives, what I want to do is to clear each area of enemies at least once. Okay, we need to do something about this big spider, and we need to get away from it is what we need to do. I think we're far enough away now that we should be able to get some good volleys, and indeed, we were able to take the huge spider down. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep on... Let's keep on... shooting our way through these enemies. Okay. Yep, we are cramped for room again, so let's do this. Quite a few of them. But now they're all gone. That's good. Let's continue. There are going to be a bunch that are going to show up somewhere here. Let's take this staff. That was easy enough to see on the ground. It's just so satisfying seeing enemies going down like that before they can even get close to you. I love it. But we are not safe. Let's just look at the map. Let's go this way. I hear enemy sound effects, but I don't see the enemies. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, we are... They are below us. A lot of our arrows went into the wall. That's unfortunate, but it happens. And I hope... Yeah, I was gonna say I hope the rocks don't play spoil sport here, but... I think we are fine. And I think the other enemies that have been activated are below us. So we should be fine. Yeah, we are in great shape. We haven't even had to really use Bless too much, which I am really happy about, because there are a few difficult fights that I want to save my good buffs for. Oh, I thought you were gone, but you weren't. Again, it seems that often when we most rely on it, when enemies are close, that's when we tend to miss the most. But I'm sure that's just confirmation bias on my part. You know, you remember the most egregious examples of bad luck, and when things are just going normally, it just doesn't feel noteworthy enough to even remember. Okay.
Got him.
Let's cast Torchlight again. This is actually fairly complex dungeon for something that's, you know, one of the first ones you go to, and these spiders really blend in with the brown floor environment. Okay. Okay. Doing okay. We're doing fine. This is a teleporter, but because I don't remember where this takes us, I'm not gonna mess with it. Instead, I'm just gonna go back here. And see what I can do. And I think what I should do is I should go back here and go the other direction. One thing I could do is I could just jump off this bridge, but I think for obvious reasons I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go here, the more predictable alternative. Already some enemies have... Oh, I keep accidentally opening the quest log. Hitting Q instead of A. Alright. I'm gonna go slow. And we're gonna fight these snakes. Okay. Giving ourselves some room, and maybe give ourselves a bit too much room. But I think we're fine.
Got him.
Okay. Okay, and I think it's been a while, so let's just save again. Oh, a bunch of enemies have noticed us.
Got him.
Balchan, you were gonna cast that. Let's put the enemies. Yeah. I was gonna say, let's just let the enemies come slowly close to us by wasting our turns in the turn-based screen. There are quite a few here, so we are we are close to the end though. Okay. As you can see, there are a lot of snakes here. We are slowly but surely cutting our way, or I should say shooting our way through them, but we just shot a bunch of arrows into the ground and attracted enemies from another direction, which is never good. Okay, now let's turn around. See, these spiders try to ambush us. Okay, all of our spells ran out. That's not great, but I think we're safe. Just gotta wait for Alexis to cast Wizard Eye again. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do? Well, first I'm gonna go here. That was a bit scary with that vampire bat coming so close to us, but I was confident that we had done enough damage to it that we could melee it, and indeed we were able to. A lot of enemies here, but we have the distance advantage. We no longer have the distance advantage, so I'm gonna run. Okay, we should be able to take this guy down. Okay, now we should be fine. Once again, I'm gonna waste my turns in the turn-based mode just to get the enemies to creep their way closer, because if I turn turn-based mode off, then they tend to rush in at a pace that's harder to control. This way I can do things at my own pace. Okay.
That was too easy.
We're in the darkness again. That's good. I mean, that's okay. Alright. Alright. We are now underneath that bridge that we were on earlier. Alright. We are making good progress here. More enemies.
That was too easy.
Alright. I think we've entirely cleared one end of this place.
Got it.
So let's see. Ooh. Nice. Nice sword.
Aha.
400. Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Aha.
We found some okay stuff. Yeah, this is much better, even though it's only one-handed. And with that, I think I'm actually not gonna use the teleporter again, because just in case I missed an enemy along the way, I do want to give ourselves a chance to catch it on the way back. But I don't think we missed any, but just in case. One thing I mentioned in the first video was that the game won't actually tell me if I've completely cleared an area. That's an extra objective that I'm essentially just putting on myself. An extra responsibility for, one might argue, no real reason. But I want to do it because it's just really satisfying when you completely... this is terrifying. When you completely clear an area of all enemies. And I want to get that feeling with this zone. And... oh, what do we do? Let's go here. I think we have some room now. Uh-oh. Oh, and our Wizard Eye has run out. Cast that. Okay. Okay. We are in business. We are doing fine. But we are getting close. You might remember one of our quests was to fight, or to kill rather, the Spider Queen. And as you might imagine, you know, being spider royalty, she's not going to be by herself. There are going to be other spiders with her. We are getting close to the point where we're going to have to deal with that. And snakes are not a big problem, but they can sometimes surprise you in terms of when they decide to jump out.
Gotta know.
Oh. Alright. We haven't even had to rest once. I'm happy about that. We did have to save Scum in that room right at the beginning. But that's okay, because we're almost... Is this one guy running away? He is! Uh-oh. Oh, we were fine in the end. Okay. You might also remember from when we were back in Usurpicult that there's a guy over there that says he will pay for Cobra eggs. And would you look at that, we just happened to find a bunch of them. That is fantastic. Okay. And this is some good stuff. Oh, this is such a great item to find this early in the game. We only just found, okay, you know what, you can hold this for now. We only just found this broadsword and already we're placing it. And that is going to be really good. And we were working on your spear skill as well, so that's even more efficient. And I was so excited by that, I almost forgot about all this other stuff. These are good, but I'm going to sell them. These are good. I'll keep them. This is good for you to wear. This is good for you to sell. This is good for somebody to wear. Cold Beam, I guess Alexis will learn that eventually, so might as well. Okay, let's do this. Let's rearrange things just a little bit. I don't even know if we will be able to. Oh god, this system, not the best, but I think we can, right? Because we could do this, and we can do that. And now we can do this. Yep. Give you that. Give you this. Just a bit of inventory management. Give you that. Sure. Give you this. Give you that.
No.
Oh, you don't have the skill for that yet. So I'm actually gonna have to go back to Castle Iron Fist to teach my guys their armor skills. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. But I mean, we were gonna have to make a bunch of trips back anyway. For one, we weren't able to get the remove curse spell, which is very important. And also, our next major collection of quests is going to send us to Castle Iron Fist. So, that's going to be our next... Oh. Settle down. Settle down. Yeah, getting a little bit ahead of myself, but basically, once we're done with New Sarpagol, which... I mean, once we're done with the initial New Sarpagol areas, there is a lot more to do, but that's more later game stuff. So once we're done with this, and once we're done with Goblin Watch, we are basically going to be going to Castle Iron Fist and dealing with, you know, the stuff over there. A few quests to do. And, basically, the next tier of area. Harder enemies, better rewards as well.
Ha, got it.
Alright, we're making good progress now. This is a bit terrifying. One reason it is terrifying is because they're coming out of the darkness, which, to me as a kid, that was just so scary. And even right now, it's a bit unsettling. And this is a... I know I just saved, but I'm just gonna save again for no particular reason, because there are a whole bunch of spiders right there, including the queen spider. I wanted to do that. I wanted to get some distance, but we weren't able to. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I think we have some room now. Maybe? Maybe? What happened? Where are they? Oh my god, I completely bungled that. Sorry about that. Do this again. Oh, 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 let's now go down here. Maybe they will follow us, hopefully. I think they are, or someone's following us. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's give us room. Let's give ourselves room. And... okay, I think we're good. We are totally fine. We are totally fine. We're shooting the queen spider. She never stood a chance. And this is one corpse that we actually do have to loot. Because we get a heart. Now, that looks... I mean, I know spiders have internal organs, but that looks more like what you would expect from a mammal. Who knows, maybe that is accurate for all I know, and I'm certainly not about to, you know, do a Google image search for spider heart. But yeah, that is what we will need to prove to the gentleman that gave us the quest that we did indeed kill the Spider Queen. And as a last bonus, we get this. Ooh, some nice stuff.
Aha!
Lloyd's Bean. That's interesting. I'm actually gonna hold on to that. Champions. You know, we only just got this, and I'm already replacing it, but I will hold on to this because it is the best spear that we have. Basically, I'm giving him the thing with the highest attack bonus because more important than the damage is the fact that you hit. And then if you do a bunch of damage, that's a bonus.
Oh,
That's good. That's gonna sell for a bunch.
I don't know.
No idea what that is.
Oh,
That's gonna sell for a bunch.
very nice.
That's gonna sell for a bunch. We are in great shape. I'm gonna hold on to this white potion for sure. Emerald staff is gonna be okay. Ice bolt, that's good. And now we are finally done. And I'm not gonna use any of the teleporters. I'm gonna walk all the way back. That gives me, and while I'm walking, I'll collect any of the corpses that I come across, but I won't go out of my way. And I don't expect to get a lot. Oh, we found a singular herb. Hooray. Oh, we found a ring? That's actually...
Aha!
I mean, it was the worst kind of ring, but yeah, it's better than what you normally get. And we are gonna make our way back. And I think this is the way back. Yes, looks like it. We are done. Oof. And I haven't noticed any enemy sound effects. I haven't seen the danger indicator change from green throughout our entire walk back. So if nothing changes between now and the... oh, this is still doing its thing. Nothing we can do about that. But if I don't find any evidence of enemy life between now and the end, I am going to declare that the abandoned temple has been cleared. And I'm pretty confident that I've made the correct call. Sure, I'll just do that. Got nothing. That's okay. Pretty confident that we have fully killed every single thing inside. Now, I'm actually gonna leave. And one other indication when you're leaving is often when there are enemies still there, one of your party members will say something like, "Oh, you know, let's get out of here." It's not foolproof. Like sometimes they don't say it, but the fact that nobody said anything just further adds to the evidence. This fountain restores health, by the way. Magic. This one gives temporary stats. And what are we gonna do now? Well, let's actually turn in the quests before we call it a day.
Hello.
Let's talk to you. What a gruesome trophy. Somehow he knows it's from a spider, so you know what? I'll take your word for it that this is what spider hearts look like. Hopefully the spiders won't play New Sopical anymore. I hope so too. He gave us 1,000 gold.
Hello.
Let's talk to Violet Dawson. She, is obviously pretty happy. And she gave us a bunch of food as a reward. Now, that's actually pretty handy, because being able to rest when you're on a long trip is... Or, when you're in the middle of a long dungeon, rather than having to heal or to go outside and then get healed and then come back.
Hello.
That is really handy. We're gonna talk to him, and he gives us 300 gold per egg, and as long as we have eggs to give him, he will continue to do so, and when we run out of eggs, he will go back to that generic opening dialogue. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to rest till the morning. We do have levels to gain. We have a lot of stuff to sell. And we have some alchemy to do. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to buy...
There's no room.
There's literally no room. Okay, you know what? You can just buy it. We'll get hosed. That's okay. And I'm just going to
Success.
mix this stuff.
Success.
I really need to organize my inventory better, but you know what? That's what we will do at the start of the next part. We'll do some spring cleaning and sell our stuff, and after that we will finally go to Goblin Watch, even though there's no quest remaining to do there, but there is still a dungeon remaining to be cleared, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So anyway, I think this has been a bit of a longer episode, but that's okay, sometimes it happens. Regardless, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next part, so until then, take care.